Oh no. Hello, good morning. I forgot to put my live unlisted again. Oh boy, I never learn. It's all good. Hi. Well, I'm just gonna leave it, and this is gonna be very fast because I just need to pose the hands. So I'm working on John Lennon's hands. So this is the first hand. It's baked, and I'm gonna work on the second one today and finish some, maybe fix some details on this one, pose it. Hi. So for who is coming from my YouTube, this is a private class that's supposed to be unlisted and held on my Patreon. For who doesn't know Patreon, Patreon is a website where you can support artist works or watch their classes. There's different ways to join. If you want to visit my Patreon, my address is www.patreon.com slash Juliana Lupine. I think that's what it is. And I am teaching John Lennon all the process, so we already worked on all of that. He's not ready. We're working on him. And today I'm gonna finish to teach the hand I started yesterday, and today I'm gonna finish this one and work on the second hand. Okay, so right now I have students from Patreon watching, and I have you guys from YouTube, because I forgot to put my live unlisted, and I'm also recording with the other camera, 2 other cameras, so sometimes I have to stop. Okay, so hi guys, so this is the hand baked. This is still missing the thumb here, and it turned out really good. Look, on the guitar, when we pose the hand, it's gonna be something like that. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. I am not a guitar player. I don't know how to play the guitar. I just copied this from a picture, but I think it turned out very similar to the picture, and I like it. All right, so I'm gonna take a look at little details now and see if I want to change something. So for example, if I think the end of this thumb is too small, I can't focus the thumb in this camera. Okay, let me just, I'm gonna show here, put this there, that might help. Thank you. So let's say if I want a little bit thicker, I can just come with fresh clay over the dry clay and add whatever I want. So let's say I want this finger a little bit thicker in here, so just add to it, and fix the thickness. I'm just doing to show, like I'm actually happy with the result. I don't think I need to do that, but I don't know, just to show that it's possible to fix everything after you bake, because before you bake things are hard to, especially little fingers, they get soft, and if you try to fix some little thing like that, you might mess up this finger, or you might squeeze something more than you should. So this is a way to do it. You can also get some acetone and make put a little bit of cotton on the tip of your toothpick and use pure acetone to rub whatever you want to smoothen, and then you make a chemic sanding, which is easier than using sanding paper in such small piece. Okay, so I am going to take this out of here, and now I have a hole. So this is going to make it easier for me to put his hands right in place. So I'm going to bring him over here, and I'm going to just check. I'm still going to put something there, just check if it's going to fit nicely, or if I need to peel this little fabric from the wire. Sometimes, oops, sorry guys. Sometimes I need to peel, sometimes I don't need to peel. So this also needs to be very straight, otherwise it's not gonna go there very well. Where's my pliers? Okay, there's one. I think my kid stole my plier, the good one. So just try to get that straight. I think I'm gonna have to peel because I don't want to force it in here, and it's getting pretty tight in there. I'll peel it. It's gonna make it easier. So okay, I don't have nails because I bite them all, so sometimes grabbing little things might be complicated. Okay. All right. So just peel, 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 peel. And I'm gonna cut that off. And now it's gonna get in there easier. And if I can't do it still because it's not straight, I have to find my good pliers. No, it did. So we're almost all the way through. That's what is going to fit anyway. So I'm gonna have to cut a little bit, I think, because I would like his hands to be more here. This is what it should be. So this is too long. I'm gonna cut a little bit. Get pliers here to cut. Not much, just a little. This plier is kind of blind. Alright, that's good enough. Get it back. Just go a little bit farther with this camera. That looks better. And I'm going to place the hand here. If you guys are interested in classes, my Patreon right now is the only place that I am actually giving classes. I do. I study a lot. And I want this to go a little bit up, but I don't want it to be banded. I want it straight up so it can fit the hand pretty good. Okay, I need to get my other plier. Just a second, guys. Here. This one's better. Sorry, I missed the messages. So I'm just gonna press in here to make this straight, because I want it to go straight up without a curve. There's a curve in here. Oh, it's on the side. Okay, I got it. because inside the hand the hole is straight, and so I need this to just bend up but straight there. So I'm not a guitar player. If we have a guitar player around, and if you guys want to help me see if I'm doing the right thing, is that how much we put our hands up. It's still big. I want it to go all the way in here. I still have to cut more. If it's that much or if it's not that much, feel free to help me, because I have no idea how to play the guitar. I'm just trying to copy a picture, but the picture is a front view, so I'm not sure about the angle that the hand turns. I think it's something like that, isn't it? I think, I'm not sure. Well, so let me put him here again. Oh, there are guitar players around. Cool. Okay. So let me put him a little bit farther here. And also this camera needs to go like that, so I'll put him here. There. There. Something like that. And this is what we're gonna have here. Right there. Not possible. Got to come down. Can still move this arm a bit. Move this arm. So I'm just taking a look. I think, oh yeah, because it goes kind of like that. And this is what it would be. Is that good? I mean, just this hand. I changed this arm. I don't have that arm in the right spot. Cool. So let me show to this camera here. So this is kind of what we're gonna have, and I like it. Alright, so once I like the hand, I'm going to add some gel to the hole right there. And this is liquid polymer clay, so I use the polymer, the PV clay. You have other brands. This is just the ones I use, and I'm gonna put it right there. There you go. Maybe a little bit more this direction. Cool. So I like that, and I'm gonna put him on the side here. Now let's work, almost squeeze his guitar. Let's work on the second hand. So for the second hand, hello guys. I'm sorry I can't really chat because I am on classes right now. I have students watching me and they want to learn how to make those hands. So I can't really get into conversations because I'm recording with the other camera as well. And I'm live streaming to the students. Let me get a little bit closer here. I need to take him away from here. Actually, I need to lay down the cell phone and come here. Because if I don't, my camera starts focusing everything around but my hand. So let me do this and get closer here. Not that close. There. I'm just gonna put a white piece of paper on the back so it doesn't have anything for the camera to focus on but my hand. There you go. And now I'm gonna pose this hand. So for this hand, I did exactly the same as the other one. I made the 4 fingers separated, marked them all. I put on the fridge. To get it harder. And then I connect them and I bend them down to mark the bones a little bit farther than the line of my fingers, because I'm gonna remind you guys that, because that's really important. A lot of people, hold on, here, get farther, there. So a lot of people tend to bend the hand when they're sculpting right here. So what they do is they put the fingers up and think that this is how we bend our hands, how we close our hands, and it's not. Okay, this is not how we close our hands. When we close our hands, if you actually hold your bone here and try to close it, you're not going to be capable of closing, because when we close our hands, it's this line that actually bends and close our hands. This one, it's not this one. So it's from the bone. So the bone on the top of the hand, these bones, they're what's aligning our hand here. Okay, and closing. And if you look on the side, remember, these lines are separated, are not aligned with the bone, so they're in front, and this is farther here. So that's really important. If you bend like this, it's going to look like a little robot. Something's going to look wrong, and that's what is wrong. So put the bones farther away than the line that bends the fingers here. So, okay. And my memory card is down here. I have to get another memory card. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording this right now because I need to clean up my memory card. I don't have another one, I don't think so. Oh, I actually do. I'll just use this one. No, this one doesn't work with this camera. I have such problem with memory cards. Well, some memory cards doesn't work with one camera, other memory cards doesn't work with the other camera. Let me see how much space I have in this one. Okay. I don't think I have space in this one. I only have 7 gigas. No, I think that's good enough for finishing to pose this hand, so I'll just use this one. Okay, so it's gonna be fast. I don't need to go away. I just need to switch memory cards here. Okay, and then we can keep on going. And then I make a mess with my videos. I don't know where anything is, and then I have to go crazy finding all the videos and putting them in order, because that's how it is. All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna look to the picture of the hands, and I can show you guys what is the picture again. So this is how I'm copying the hands. This is not John Lennon, this is just another guy, but that is John Lennon's guitar. And it was written that he was playing John Lennon's song, so I'm just counting that he's actually playing the John Lennon song. And now we're gonna make this hand. Okay, so this one's made, we're gonna make this one. So let's bend those fingers like that. I didn't show how I put those fingers together and how I got this plate to this spot, because I showed in the other hand, and that's exactly the same. Making on the fingers and bending, this is exactly the same, so I don't think it's necessary to show. And now I'm looking to that picture, and I am going to bend those fingers just like it. So this one is actually bending like that. Something like that. This one is a little bit farther out. And this one we can actually add the thumb to it because it's not crossing the guitar. So this one we can already add the thumb and finish the full hand if I have enough memory card. So there you go. A little bit farther, not that much. This bone here, I made this curve too big, so I'm gonna add some clay here to fix that after. But anyway, right now I just want to pose it. So this one is like this one is farther. No, it's actually way farther than this one. So something like that. Yeah. And then these ones, I'm gonna drop this part of the hand like I said before. Don't forget, the hand, our hand is not flat when it's relaxed or when it's closed. It's not flat. So this is the tallest bone right here, and then the hands drop here if you are relaxed or closing your fingers. If you have your hand like this, then it's not. But if you do have your hand relaxed, and if you don't make that lower, don't make like a triangle shape in the hand, it's gonna look like a robot, like he doesn't have the right movement in his hand, he's not relaxed, and that it kind of messes up the full sculpture. So pay attention on that. So I'm going to drop this because he is with his fingers a little bit closed and he's not putting his hand all flat. And then this finger is yes, he only have 4 fingers for now. I'm gonna add the thumb after. I don't add the thumb at the same time. So this one is kind of like this. These two guys. This one is a little bit higher. And they are closing too, so they're bending this part. Something like this. Yeah. Something like this, but this finger cannot be bending to the side. I have to fix this here. There's nothing inside the fingers are just clay. I don't do armature for the fingers. So kind of this. I think this one even more like this. I'm gonna add the thumb because the thumb is very important for this movement. It's gonna help me to get the right thing done. So for the thumb, I start with a little ball, and then I squeeze the tip of this ball, just the tip. I squeeze and I start rolling it. Like this. And then with my tool, start making that a little bit thinner. And I kind of already have the measurements in my hand, but if you guys will have to measure with the hand here in your reference. If you don't have the proportions already set up in your brain. It happens with time. You will have it, don't worry. And same thing that I did with the finger. Just round it. I'm just trying to make this a little bit thinner to don't have a gigantic thick thumb. Oh, this is polymer clay. There is 1,000 of different brands out there. The ones I use is PV clay. You can buy it at JLS store. I posted the link several times in my YouTube channel. You will find it. There's also on my page. It's a Brazilian brand, but you can buy. There's Super Sculpey out there. There's other brands. So I'm just gonna bend the tip of the thumb a little bit up, like this, and we're just gonna have one line in here. You don't need to mark it though, you just need to kind of use it to bend like this. And then it comes down. And don't take away the little ball that we made. Leave the little ball. Just measure the size of it to be sure it's alright. Yeah, it's a good size. Now I am going to get my dentist tool, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the fingers. You can pull a little bit of clay from there to here and from here to make this bone a little bit taller, or you can add clay after to make it a little bit taller, just so you have this tip here. And now we're going to mark the nails. Like green stuff. No, 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 no. It's polymer clay. I have to bake it to get hard. So now I'm going to mark the nails. And I'm not going to go closer with the camera because I already showed that in the other finger. And from very close, and the camera that I'm recording for the classes doesn't really focus if I get closer. So just my cell phone, and my cell phone is being used for live stream. So there we go. Just mark those fingers. Those nails, I mean. And here, if you want, also mark the lines. It's very tiny, but it gets nice if you mark it all. So there you go, we have a little thumb. And now that we have the thumb ready, I'm gonna cut this ball. I'm gonna squeeze to don't get so fat on the sides, like this, just a little bit, a little squeeze. And I'm gonna cut like this. So this is the shape that I want my thumb to have. Okay, and once I have this, now I just need to place the thumb according to the pose. So this guy is using his kind of like this. No, it's opening like that. Something like this. I'm gonna bend it over a little bit more. I'm just gonna place in here and blend them together. There we go. So when you blend the thumb together, make sure that this is gonna be rounded here, meeting this finger, but we're gonna have to add some clay here to form this. You see? We have this going deep here, and then this is deeper and kind of a different textures as well. So you don't need to make the texture for such a small hand, but you do need to make this you have to make this shape and then leave this one deeper here and make this rounded. Well, I'm not going to make it right now because the hand is too soft. It's going to mess up what I already did, so I rather baking like that and fixing these details after it's baked. So it's easier for me to don't mess up what it's done. Also, something else is, if you look to the hand that I'm making, you're going to see there's an angle from this bone to here. So it's missing some clay here because this needs to go straight down here. Something that I also maybe we'll just do once it's baked, because see, this kind of comes straight down. Mine is coming in. So there's some clay missing right there that I have to add after. And take a look at the pose again. So this is what it is, and thumb is on the side. And this one is going all the way there. I think I made the thumb a little bit small. Or I put him too much down there to bring it up. And yeah, the thumb is over this one, like this. More, like this. He's not holding the little thing. I could put one in his hand holding, I don't know the name of that in English, the little thing that he used to play guitar. Okay, I like that. I like the pose. I don't like the hand yet. I like the pose of the fingers. I still have a lot to fix in this hand. This is too thin. I'm gonna have to add a little bit of clay on this thumb. So I'm just gonna fix all the pose. There we go. Actually, this finger is also bending here. One more bend. So it's very, like, don't be afraid to waste too much time in the hand. Waste your time here. I mean, spend your time here, because if you make a very beautiful sculpture, but if you mess up the hand, it doesn't, I don't know, it just looks awkward. It's better messing up the face than the hand, because the hand gives all the movement and it looks more real. But if you mess up the face, I don't know. Oh, obviously, it's better not messing up anything. But I'm just saying, pay as much as attention as you pay for the hand, for the head. Pay for the hand as well, because it's very important to have nice hands. So it's something like this. It's like doing that little thing, blum, blum, blum. It's kind of like that. This finger is too thick. These ones are thin. I'm gonna have to fix all of that, but I will do it after it's baked. And also the hand here, this bone, there's a big curve here that I need to reduce. So there's some things that I need to fix here. I can fix some right now, but not all, because with the clay so too soft, it's kind of hard. Well, at least I rather baking it first and fixing after. Some sculptors would just do the full thing. Some sculptors use armature. I see I try to use armatures for some hands. Problem is I can't give the right movement when I put the armature. It kind of loses a little bit of the movement. So I rather not doing it. So yeah, I kind of like that. Still a lot to fix here, a lot of little details that I need to fix, but I think it's good enough to be baked. And then I'm gonna do the same that I did with the other hand. I'm gonna pose it on him. I mean, fix the details and pose it on him. Or we can even pose it on him, glue it on him, put it on his arm, and then fix the details while it's already in his arm. It's not a big deal, whatever we think. But I like to, before considering that it's ready to pose and bake it, we have to do the full pose here with the guitar, just to see if the hand is gonna be all right with this hand and this guitar. So I'm not gonna put the hand in the right spot, just about, so I have an idea. So I'm gonna put the guitar here. I just need an idea of the fingers, okay? I don't need the full thing here. So this hand is gonna come here. And this one he's not actually going to be playing. It's like he just did it, so it's going to be down here. I just want to see the movement. And yeah, I like that look. I think it's going to be nice. I think it's going to be really nice. Once I get this fat finger skinnier. It's too fat. And this one can be a little bit fatter. So yeah, once I fix all the fingers, I think this is going to be really good. All right, so now I'm ready to bake. I'm going to bake this and I'll be back for us to finish this. Oh, actually, before I'm baking, I will also add some arm here, because this is going to help me to keep the hand in the right spot, and some poles. So I'm just going to go around. He's going to have long sleeve shirts, so we don't need to actually sculpt the shape of this perfectly, but just I always like to sculpt at least something nice, because it could show a little bit, right? So you have more space to work. So the only thing that I'm going to be worried here, I'm not going to make the full arm. I'm just going to put like a basic shape here to hold this hand in place better. And my bigger concern right now is not having bubble air, so avoiding air between the clay and the armature. And if you're interested to take classes with me, join me on Patreon. In January 13th, I'm gonna start teaching Dracula, Gary Oldman as the old Dracula. And then we're gonna work on wrinkles and this kind of stuff. I'm Brazilian, but I live in Canada. My husband is Canadian. And also my kids are Canadian. But my English is terrible. I've been here for almost 8 years, but I didn't speak any English when I arrived, and I was already older, so it's kind of harder to learn. No, I'm not gonna finish today. This takes a long time. I'm planning to do a lot today still. I'm gonna come back, but not on YouTube. I'm gonna come back on Patreon, because this is actually a private class. This is for my Patreon, my patrons. If you go, it's $30 per month, and you can watch me doing everything that I work on my studio. Pretty much. For this one, I don't have like a time setting. I'm just, every time I'm making John Lennon, I'm coming live and showing them. But for the other classes, it's like a class I actually teach better. And once a week, every Saturday, I go live there and teach them. And it's gonna be Dracula. This one I'm gonna finish there, the full thing. It's a new Patreon. I just made it, so this one I'm coming daily because I don't really have content in there yet. So this gives the guys there a little bit of more stuff to watch. All right, so that's it. That's what I want for the hand. I just want something to keep the hand in place here, at least this part, because this one I'm just gonna do the jacket color, and I don't need to do it now. And why I'm not gonna do this, because I still want to be able to move the arm a little bit. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna bake him and the hand. I'm gonna bake both. Well, I'm gonna smooth the hand first with rubbing alcohol, just to smooth it out, to make sure that I don't have digitals on. Like here, there's some digitals. It looks like a hand texture, but I'm just gonna smooth it out. Okay, so thanks guys for watching, and I'll be back. It's 10 o'clock. I'll try to come before lunchtime. If not, I'll come back later on today. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.